Good morning. Welcome to Mitch's Motivational Monday. How are you today? Oh, man, what a kind of a gray, dreary day here in Illinois. You know what? But sunshine's still behind the clouds. Oh, man. Today I wanted to talk to you all about, bringing you up to speed on what's going on with the recipient for Mitchmas, Davina Love and her mom, Lexi. Uh, the baby she's Davina. She's going to be released from the hospital today, Monday, and going back into with her mom, and they've found a place to stay with a friend of theirs. It's just kind of a mess. But the good news is she's doing much better, and she's coming out of the hospital. So that's part of the blessing. The fundraiser, still trying to raise funds for this, and if you guys have if you want to donate a toy, I'll provide an address that you can send it to, that we could give to the son, or if you have any baby clothes, or anything helps. And I don't know. We'll see what we can do, right? And it's just the power of community. Yeah, I mean it's a worthy cause, and looking forward to being able to make this Christmas for them a little bit better. To start out, have your year going the way it's been going. It's kind of rough, and I get a lot of us are struggling with certain things. A lot of us are struggling, and many of us don't know what each other are struggling with. So my heart goes out to you guys. And that kind of brings me into my next topic, or my topic of the day. And I know I've talked about it in the past, but I felt with the interactions that I had because of talking about it, it was worthy of speaking more on. And so, thinking of faith, and how many of us claim to have faith, but we really don't live by it. And I had a friend of mine the other day tell me, wow, like your faith is so strong. I just can't wrap my head around it. And, I'm a very modest, a very, humble person. I don't put myself above anything, and so for me to hear stuff like that, and you really got to start self-analyzing and understanding what it is that they're saying. Like, my faith has become stronger over the years, and it's because what else are you going to put your energy into? I believe in God. I believe in, that spiritual realm. I'm not much into religion per se, but the spirituality and believing and educating myself on the Bible, His Word. So, that aside, it's just like my life is, I look at all these blessings, and when you start adjusting your mindset and you start seeing things as events that happen for you in your life, not events that happen to you, you start looking at it from a different angle. You start looking at things, and you don't necessarily look at the negative. You look for the positive. You look for the lesson. Oh my God, there's two ways of seeing an event that happens in your life that may be a negative, or what we perceive as a negative event. Like, oh, how can this happen to me? I can't believe this is happening to me. But the reality is, it's happening for you. The reality is, you have to see what benefit comes of whatever it is that happened. It seems to be consistent that there's always something positive. Like, for every door that closes in your life, God opens two more. Like, but you have to be willing to walk through them. You have to be willing to leave that closed door behind you and accept what's in the door in front of you, accept what's through that door, accept that opportunity that's coming your way. My friend said, well, I don't believe He has a plan for us. I don't believe there's a specific plan for all of us. But if that was true, how could we pray? how could we have a relationship? How could we have a spirituality about us if it was not true that there wasn't a plan for each and every one of us? And I know I'm talking theology here, and that's for some people, it's like their brain just clicks and they can't hear it. They don't want to hear it. And you know what? If that's your case, I apologize. And I'm not trying to say things that might, catch you off guard, or say things that might make you feel in a way that you're not comfortable with. But that's your choice. So, talking about it, like the more I find myself connecting, the more I find myself drawn to the spiritual side of things, the more I find myself drawn to want to do his works, which really the only commandments we're under is you need to love your neighbor as yourself, and you need to, look out for one another, basically, and love God. That's the only two things we have to do in life. Really, that's it. Love your neighbor. Like, think about that. If everybody paid more attention to how their actions affected somebody else, imagine the restraint one might show, because they're cognizant of, yeah, if I do this, it might do this. But at the same time, if you feel justified by doing what you're doing, if you feel that it's okay, then that's your choice. And so you continuing to do that and validate what it is that you're doing, that says a lot too. So I'm kind of feel like I'm talking in circles here. But the bottom line is, there's no greater joy than seeing somebody else smile, or seeing somebody else lifted up because of your actions, seeing somebody else lifted up because you cared. How many of us really find enjoyment in a feeling when somebody tells you, or better yet, when somebody shows you that they care about you? You know how that feels. I mean, I hope you know how that feels. It's a very powerful feeling. And once you experience that, and you experience the ability to do the same for someone else, someone that just feels their life is hopeless, someone that just feels that there's no way out of where I'm at, there's no step forward that I see in my future, and you come from nowhere and you show them that there is. There's just great reward in that. I don't know how else to say it. So, if you can spare giving up a latte for a couple of days, or, maybe not go do this one thing of convenience for yourself, and you can give a little bit, doesn't matter, $2, $5, whatever, a cup of coffee's worth, to help somebody else out. How many times have you been in line and you pay for the person behind you, not for recognition, but just because it feels good when you're on that receiving end of things. It's a little chilly out today. So yeah, I mean, I think the bottom line of that message is, we have to have faith in the fact that there's always a tomorrow. And that whatever moment that you're in, whatever moment you're struggling with, no matter how hard it might be, there's always another moment that comes, because every moment is temporary. Everything is temporary. The only thing in this life that's not temporary is love, because even at death, even with death, love still exists. So there's that. Tomorrow, I'm going to be opening up a motivational conversation and doing a motivational speech to get people going for the Crypto Mindset Reset Virtual Summit that's happening. So if you haven't seen that, check out my tweets, check out my Twitter. That'll be fun. And it's the first time I've actually had, it's not really like in person, it's a video. So I'm used to doing videos, but having the opportunity to reach a different crowd, having an opportunity to lift people up and motivate others is pretty awesome. And to have somebody feel that my words are worthy of being shared with other people, that's pretty incredible too. So check it out if you get a chance. If you like this video, give it a like. I'd appreciate that. And you guys have a great day. I love you all, and have a fabulous week. Peace.